What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the online Jamily? JamiroFan 2000 here. We get another episode of JamiroFan Talks About for the initiated of the series here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. This has been my periodic discussion series looking at the past, present, and future of Jamiroquai, and they're now over 32 years in musical and influential making. And this episode of JamiroFan Talks About is going to be talking about someone outside of Jamiroquai, and of course, in this case, it was a surprise album from one of the biggest hip-hop luminaries in American popular music. Of course, I'm talking about Tyler, the Creator. Now, I have produced videos here on my channel way back in 2024 at the tail end during the hype up of his 8th album, Chromacopia, which has been a critical and fan success album over the last year. But Tyler, the Creator, almost 9 months removed from the success of Chromacopia, surprised everybody at the end of July of 2025 releasing a new 11-track album, 10-track album, pretty much a dance album entitled Don't Tap the Glass, which came out July 25th of 2025, keeping up the trend of him releasing albums on a Monday, and it is a spectacular album. As much as I applauded Chromacopia, I think Don't Tap the Glass, Tyler has been literally on a 4 to 5 album run of brilliant albums over the last, I want to say, 5 to 6 years. And Don't Tap the Glass still keeps up that momentum of great music. I thought I'd record an episode of JamiroFan Talks About to discuss my thoughts on this very awesome album from Tyler, the Creator, and point on a few little Jamiroquai-related anecdotes that several members of the Jamily noticed pertaining to this album and its first music video that happened to come out before the album was released. But like I said, this album from Tyler, the Creator, Don't Tap the Glass, is pretty much a party album. And originally in several social media posts from Tyler himself, he said that this album did not have a concept, much like Chromacopia had the concept of being the second half of talking about the good stuff and pretty much the pros and cons of massive overnight celebrity in popular music. Chromacopia really dealing with the dark side of that instant success many musicians in popular music have come across. But Don't Tap the Glass is pretty much a bit of a concept album in the sense of talking about getting yourself away from a cell phone and just going out and experiencing life and having a good time. At least that's the impression I got from this 11-track album, which is absolutely awesome. And I dare say this is probably the first Tyler album, at least for me, that I can listen all the way through and just enjoy every song, sound, amazing instrumentation, composition, and lyrical prowess of the amazingly talented Tyler, the Creator. But as for standout tracks from this album from Tyler, like I said, the whole album is great. This is probably the first Tyler, the Creator album I can listen to all the way through since Igor that I absolutely enjoy every song. But if I had to pick maybe, let's say, 3 of the top highlights from this album, definitely the songs, let's see here, Ring, 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 which is an amazing single. Well, it wasn't released as a single, but it should have been a single release. I'm not sure it'll be a single release for a music video. But I will be touching on that song later in this episode of JamiroFan Talks About, for a look out for that very soon. But I definitely think the standout tracks are Stop Playing With Me, which is the first single from this album, Ring, 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 Don't Tap the Glass, / Twerkin', and definitely Don't You Worry, I'll Take Care of You Too, featuring Yeba. But this was an amazing album, and definitely a kind of album, given the current climate in American popular music, that we all needed during this tail end of the summer of 2025. But now I'm going to be leading this episode into the two prefaced kind of Jamiroquai connections to this album's first music video, and to one song in particular from Don't Tap the Glass. Now, the first music video release from this unexpected surprise album from Tyler for 2025 for Don't Tap the Glass is for a single called Stop Playing With Me. Now, many members of the Jamily, when I noted this music video and saying there's a little bit of a connection to Jamiroquai, we're kind of not really seeing the connection here, but there is a moment in this music video where Tyler is standing in front of 2 gigantic amplifiers that are like big subwoofers. They're thumping the beat to the song, and Tyler is doing some really cool dance moves that he's pretty much known for. But that moment in the music video for Stop Playing With Me is definitely where the floor starts moving backwards and Tyler is still doing his killer dance moves. And I did compare it a little bit to Virtual Insanity, so many members of the channel were kind of like, huh? When I made that reference point, at least on my social media, when noting this new music video from Tyler, the Creator, from this new album, Don't Tap the Glass. So if you're wondering what that moment was, it is in the music video, which just so happens to have some cameos from NBA legend LeBron James and some of the band members of the great group Clips, who just so happened to release a brand new album this year called Let 'Em Die, Let God Sort 'Em Out. If you've not a chance to listen to the Clips album, new Clips album is also another amazing new album that just happened to get released here in the summer of 2025. But like I said, check out that music video for Stop Playing With Me to see that little cool moment that's got a little bit of a Jamiroquai connection to. And the second aforementioned connection to Jamiroquai in this album is on the aforementioned song, one of the highlights of the album, called Ring, Ring, Ring. The melody, or should I say the synth melody of Ring, Ring, Ring does kind of, and this was pointed out by several members of the family on Facebook, and massive thank you to members of the family who pointed this out. Ring, Ring, Ring's melody, at least in the synth, is very much like the Automaton 2017 track called Carla, in the sense of that synth melody. And I listened to it after they made that comment, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I listened to Carla, and then I listened to Ring, 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 and yes, indeed, they have a very similar melody in the synth. And that's a really cool little connection to Jamiroquai. And you can however you interpret this. You can say, oh, it has nothing to do with Jamiroquai, but Tyler is a king of subtlety in his music and in his music videos. So sometimes when you don't think there's a connection, there is a connection. Tyler is a big fan of Jamiroquai, and not to mention a big appreciator of good music out there in the world. So, you know, however you want to interpret it, as either a Tyler fan or as not a Tyler fan, I just thought I'd point out those two little connections, at least with Jamiroquai, in the sense of this new album. And like I said, Don't Tap the Glass is available all major streaming platforms, YouTube, Apple Music, and of course Spotify. So if you'd like to check out this great new album from Tyler, the Creator, called Don't Tap the Glass, or would like to check out that aforementioned new music video for Stop Playing Me, which is available at the Tyler, the Creator official YouTube channel, I'll be sure to put stream links for YouTube, Spotify, and of course to that music video down in the description area of this episode of JamiroFan Talks About down below. And I do think that Tyler is going to be having even more crazy stuff coming down the pipeline, and of course, if it piques my interest, you will definitely see a video here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel, maybe not necessarily Jamiroquai related, but pointing out some more great stuff down the pipeline, because Tyler, the Creator, is one of the most vibrant artists in all of hip-hop right now, probably next to maybe a Kendrick Lamar, you know. And I do like to talk about stuff with Tyler because, like I said, I really do believe in Tyler, and I do think he is of a bright future for American hip-hop and American popular music. But as always, this is JamiroFan 2000. I hope you enjoyed this episode of JamiroFan Talks About. If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe and ding the bell on your YouTube. Stay up to date on all the latest new content coming from the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel, whether of a Jamiroquai or even a Tyler, the Creator connection. I will aspire to bring you all the latest Jamiroquai news as always. But as always, again, this is JamiroFan 2000. I'm definitely going to see you again really soon with more, hopefully next time, Jamiroquai related content here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. Bye bye, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you around.